This is Landry Black, and I am actually back. Just taking a little break, moving, doing family stuff, getting things together. But now, for these next batch of videos I'll be doing, I kind of want to focus on a lot of the things I've discovered uh, this past month, a few weeks ago, that I've been talking to a lot of people and just seeing there's so many ways and so many businesses and opportunities that have come from uh, even just Paxful. A lot of these people who have started out on Paxful and have kind of like built their own little business, side hustle, whatever you want to call it. I say it's full on businesses that these people have because they are just crushing it with these different ways that I knew kind of existed, but I didn't know the ins and outs of how they worked. And they kind of just came up with things on their own, and it was really cool to see. And so I'm just going to break down a lot of these business models that I've seen so far. And so that's what we're pretty much going to be doing for these next videos. So I hope you guys like it. Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe to this video as always. And so let's get into this. So today we're going to be talking about a lot of these programs that pay you to send out products for them, right? So we're going to be talking about Bitcoin compensation, how you can get compensated for doing things for these companies. So how these companies are paying you in Bitcoin, which means no taxes, for customer purchases, right? Let's get into it, right? But before we do, again, this is still going on. And I shouldn't really say beginners Paxful members program, but I know a lot of you are still using Paxful or some of the other companies. It all works the same because for the most part, we're not using Stripe, PayPal, or anything like that. Now, again, right now there's three proven methods, but some of these modules that we're going over, I figured out a way to kind of add that in that beginners program. So I'm really going to be, uh, you know, pretty much just in like blowing it up even more in there. So, anyways, guys, I just really want to get into the content that we're doing today. But hey, there's that stuff. So let's get into it, right? So, how does this whole third party Bitcoin for products work? Well, I'll tell you right now. You have a company, you're going to go through the hassle of buying, and I say you're going to go through the hassle of getting the payment down, you're going to go through the hassle of finding out the address and everything that you need to send it. And then it's most time going to be physical products because that's what you're going to be sending. And then you're going to get paid in Bitcoin to do that. So here's some more examples of how that works, right? So let's say a company wants electronics from this big box store, right? You use the instructions on what store to shop at, what exact item to get, and where to send. Once the purchase is completed and after the product arrives, you will get paid. And you do, guys. So you're wondering, do these things really work? I mean, I've seen Purse, I've seen all these other ones that claim that, Raise, all of these other companies that say they will do that, Landry, but do they really? And I'm going to say to you, yes, they really do those things. I'm talking about things like Amazon, uh, there's Target on there, there's Kohl's, Starbucks, all of these different things. And these companies are really going to pay you for sending their products out. So if you want to think about it, you're pretty much like doing drop shipping, right? You're drop shipping and you're getting paid in crypto, which, by the way, little nugget talking about drop shipping and things like that. There's such a cool other business that I'm looking forward to talking about in a later video. But for now, let's stick to the topic. So these companies do really pay you for to send out products, merchandise for them. Sometimes it could even be gift cards. They say, hey, if you send us these gift cards, then we're going to pay you in Bitcoin. Now, these things really work. Now, with everything, there are some pros and cons, and we will get into them. So, pros, you do get paid in crypto. Like I said, that has some huge advantages, especially in the times we're living in now. There's no limits to amount, right? So I've done these things myself, and I'm telling you, it's great. It's a good little way to put an extra, in profit, 600 to even the guy I talked to, even who does this, does way more than that, thousands of dollars in a day. I mean, he's snowballed this so big and he does it so awesome and it's great. Bulk sellers get extra benefits, right? And so that's where the real money lies in. You can do a few of these here and there, and I suggest you do go on to some of these sites that you see. You can just Google them and see what that program entails and immediately try to find out what you need to do to become a bulk seller, because that's when you're going to be making, $3,000, $5,000 a day, right? And again, that brings me to my next point. It's real income. You can actually live off of this for sure. For sure, you can live off of this amount. Work from home, as I said, you work from home. You don't have to go anywhere. Never having to ship things yourself. So it sounds a lot like drop shipping, and you're actually working for a company that's willing to pay you, right? So cons. Orders do get canceled, and unfortunately, when you're dealing with a lot of these Paxful idiots, and as you guys know from my videos on my channel about these scammers and things like that, so these guys are really messed up. Even the guy I was talking to found out that what happens is that these people that you trade with, let's say you're doing Amazon, because Amazon seems to be the big thing, right? You go to sell something for these companies or send it to them. The people that you're doing the gift card with and all that, Amazon, they take your Bitcoin, and not only that, they get greedy. Then they call up their Amazon, whatever, hey, what's going on? And this is how it's happened. This is why Amazon's gotten mad and has actually like thrown off a lot of these third party ones. But now the third party companies are making a big comeuppance. If you have seen before that even Starbucks is hooking up with some of these companies and things like that, and Twitter and all of that for payments, gateway payments, and all that. We'll talk about that later in another video. But um, and so they call up Amazon and stuff saying, hey, someone, fraudulent card and things like that. Amazon got tired of it, wanting to crush all competition, so they got involved. Or these people just simply call up these different companies themselves. So on and so forth. Just understand that you got these scammers out there. So it's best to deal with certain people and certain companies that, give you a little more grace, right? So again, let's go on. Certain items become unavailable, and that's what sucks. One day there can be a certain item that you're making tons of money off of, and then you realize the next day it's been sold out and it's not going to be restocked for another month. But again, these third-party companies are coming up more and more. Now they're loaded with extra products, so you guys go check those out. There is a limit to some products. I've just said that before. So before, some of these companies say there's 3 of these certain units you can sell a max, but once you get this snowball going, and it's really brilliant how the math is broken down, how this guy showed me, and it makes sense. Even the high ticket items, you're going to want to go for it because not a lot of people do, and they'll even work with you to get you paid quicker if you can figure out a way to get them those high ticket items quicker. Cons, high rates. So like I said, some of these items, it's like, hey, the fee is 18%. So if you're, for some reason or whatever, thinking you're going to get the full amount, so you sold a $400 item, yeah, it's like 18% less that you're going to get back in Bitcoin, which kind of it blows. But again, that's why the bulk selling is so large, and then also the certain discounts you get from Paxful with these people, if you know what I mean. So let's look at some extra pro tips, right? So again, these are just a few. Make sure you sign up to become a bulk seller. I believe I've said that multiple times on this video, so I really do mean it. That's why it's number 1. Number 2, sign up for their newsletter to stay updated. I've learned a lot from their newsletters on these things, and I've been able to kind of just go on at the right times. I don't even need to do this certain method every day because I know on certain days they're going to have the stuff that I'm looking for, right? Use this company right here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I'll butcher it. For extra cash bonuses. Rakuten, maybe I said it right. I gave it a stab. For extra cash bonuses, right? You're already getting paid in Bitcoin, but what's really cool is when another company pays you to, to shop and do these things. So it's a pretty cool bonus. Guys, choose the company with the most daily items. For you, that might be Target, it might be Home Depot, or it could be any one of these companies. Choose the one that you like the most and that you're gonna really become a bulk seller with, and the ones that have the most daily. As I've said, these companies have gotten bigger, and making these certain alliances with these companies, especially the ones with in this economic times and all of that stuff that are going down, they're just looking for any way to actually branch out and get into crypto themselves. So that's why they've been hooking up with certain companies and doing deals with them. So it's a good time to start doing these sort of companies that pay you for merchandise, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to make this whole little blueprint. You're going to, write it all down, pick out certain merchandise you're going to get, and that's what puts the whole picture together, right, guys? So really think about this, what I've said. Go back through this video, watch the pro tips again and all of that. Google these companies that do that and get started, right? So different ways to contact me, right? Email, paxfultradingtips@gmail.com. Discord, there is my Discord, guys. Make sure you do reach out. Send a friend request and message your question. So remember, guys, I tend to delete quickly if no response from you about 24 hours. So make sure you guys are actually, saying what you need to say. Number 3, YouTube comments. I do say I rarely check these, but I'm going to start checking these more. So please do leave comments. It lets me know that you're at least appreciative of things, or maybe I didn't explain something right, or there's missing information. I could just add it in the description. Make sure, guys, you are reading the descriptions, because anything that I haven't said in the video or extra links that you guys need, I do put in the description, right? So for more info on services available, visit this website, just this one. So again, guys, like and subscribe to my channel to receive updates on new videos like this one, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you.